Welcome everyone to this module on growth versus fixed mindset. So this is an essential concept that we should all get a grasp on, as it significantly impacts our success and general approach to life. So firstly, let's dig into the origin of these concepts. So both the ideas of growth and fixed mindsets were initially introduced by a psychologist called Carol Dweck in her book that you've probably heard of, Mindset. She crafted these terms to delineate the underlying beliefs that people have about learning and intelligence. So a fixed mindset assumes that our character, intelligence, our creative ability, they're all static. So we can't change in any meaningful way. And so success is just sort of the affirmation of that inherent intelligence. So with a fixed mindset, striving for success and avoiding failure at all costs sort of become a way of maintaining a sense of being smart or skilled. So it's just sort of up to destiny. You can't really change it. It's just you will be successful or you will not. On the other hand, a growth mindset thrives on challenge, and it sees failure not as evidence of unintelligence, but more as a springboard for growth and so for stretching our kind of existing abilities. So individuals with a growth mindset believe that they can develop their intelligence and abilities through effort and good strategies and input from others. So they don't believe that everyone is the same, but they hold that everyone can grow. So why is it crucial to have a growth mindset? So people with a growth mindset view challenges as opportunities for learning rather than obstacles. So they bounce back from failure and they do not fear making mistakes. So they open themselves up to experiences that could lead to success. A fixed mindset, on the other hand, can limit potential as it tends to avoid challenges, it gives up easily, and views effort as fruitless. So you can find this evidence in your life every day. Every time you take on a new challenge, every time you have a project at work, or every time you play sport, you can really take awareness of what mindset you're falling into. If you're giving up easily and you're trying to hide and you're trying to avoid that sort of challenge, then you understand that you're going to be in a fixed mindset. And it's not just, this is not black and white. It's more of a spectrum. It's not black and white where you are either a fixed mindset person or you are a growth mindset person. It is a spectrum. We all have different areas in our lives where in certain times, in certain situations, in certain environments, we will have a fixed mindset. And then there are other environments and other circumstances where we feel more confident, we feel more comfortable, and we are far more likely to have that growth mindset. So before going too much further, let's delve into the key differences between these mindsets and how you can actually identify which one you're exhibiting at any given time. So, as I said, people with a fixed mindset typically avoid challenges. They give up very quickly when faced with obstacles, and they see effort as basically pointless. They ignore useful feedback, and really they feel threatened by other people's success. They see it as a zero-sum game, like we talked about in competition and comparison. Everything becomes a zero-sum game when you have a fixed mindset. It's all about competition. If they win, that means that you must have lost. Whereas on the other hand, if you embrace challenges and you persist, even in the face of setbacks, and you see effort as the path to mastery, and you learn from criticism, and you find lessons and inspiration in the success of others, you are far more likely to have a growth mindset. And that's really where you want to be, because if you can see the inspiration in the success of others, then it's not about competition and comparison. That is what is possible. When you see someone driving a nice car or achieving this success that you want to achieve, it's not about, oh, I wish I was them, or geez, that must be nice, or, I'm so far away from that, where that person is. It really becomes, well, if he can do it or if she can do it, well, then I can do it too. If it's possible for one human, it is possible for everyone. So recognizing these traits in real time, it does require a lot of self-awareness. It demands that you notice when you shy away from challenges or when you find yourself disheartened by setbacks. So acknowledging these moments and mindfully shifting your thoughts and your actions towards those of a growth mindset is absolutely vital. Now, how can we cultivate a growth mindset? Let me share a few practical tools and exercises that you can implement, that I've implemented in my own life, as well as those of my clients, and they've seemed to be working really well. So first of all, try to view challenges as opportunities. I know, as obvious as that sounds, it's all about your intention. The way that you approach things, the way you go into things, if you can take 30 seconds, 15 seconds to set the intention that you are going to view every challenge as an opportunity, and then you look at them like they're problems, you look at problems as if they were puzzles waiting to be solved. They're not some impassable barrier. They're a puzzle, and they're an opportunity to learn and grow and to challenge yourself, and it's a puzzle to be solved. The next thing is practice growth-minded self-talk. So again, it's about the intention and being conscious of what you're sort of saying to yourself. But instead of telling yourself that you can't do it, or you can't do it yet, or anything like that, you want to start to move yourself to the point of, I probably can do that, or I possibly can do that. Even that is better. Even that allows the opportunity for you to try and to see and to experiment. And that's really what it's about. It's getting yourself to the point where you don't even necessarily have to believe that you can do it. I don't really believe in belief. I think it is up to the individual to experiment so that they know for sure whether they can or can't do it. And if they haven't gone through that experimentation, then you just say you don't know. So instead of saying I can't do it, you say I don't know if I can do it because I haven't tried. Whereas at least if you say that, then at least you can try. And then you say, okay, I tried, now I know that I can't do it. So at least you get to that point of it becomes a possibility, it becomes an opportunity, rather than just shutting yourself off before you even try by saying that you can't do it. By opening yourself up to say that, completely disregard belief, and you either know or you don't know. And if you don't know, then find out, try, experiment, give it a go. But really get to the point where you know whether you can or cannot do something through experimentation. And I promise you, that'll get you a lot further down the track, because most people, 99.9% of the population, stop before they even try. And that's because they have a fixed mindset and they tell themselves that they simply can't do it. They look at people on the internet and they say, I can't be that person. I can't achieve what they achieved. And so they don't even try. Whereas at least if you looked at someone else's success, or you looked at your goal and you said, I don't know if I can achieve that, then at least you can set out on the path of experimentation and trying to see and to know for sure whether you can or can't. The last thing that I'll say is embrace criticism. Welcome it as an opportunity to learn and improve, rather than just viewing it as an attack. With persistent effort, these sort of practices can really help us foster a growth mindset, and the understandings that I've just gone through can help you foster a growth mindset. And that really paves the way for success and lifelong learning and experimentation and trying things. And that's really what it's about. It's more than anything, it's about giving yourself the permission to experiment and to try and to see whether you can or cannot do something, and to know for sure, rather than just stopping yourself before you even get to the point of trying. So I encourage you, let's begin this journey towards the growth mindset. And I look forward to guiding you through that process.